Hi folks, Rabbi Jacques Kugerkorn. We're here with Israel Rocha, the president of Brit Bracha of Mexico City, and behind us is a building, fairly non-descriptive. You can see it is the very first synagogue in Mexico City. Many of you may have been here and given tours of Mexico City and been told that the first synagogue was somewhere near the Zocalo downtown. But the reality, we came here to discover a new and much more interesting story, a very interesting one. So, ¿qué calle es esta?
Caruso.
This is Caruso Street number 240, 254. And that synagogue that stands, and the neighborhood's called Vallejo, Colonia Vallejo. And this synagogue right behind us is the first headquarters of a group called B'nai Elohim. They are called Indian Jews of Mexico. And what happens is, even before Jews officially arrive in Mexico and officially open their first institutions, I believe the first synagogue that is to be found downtown in, what's the, Justo Sierra, right? Justo Sierra 71 is from the year 1918, whereas this building here is from 1917. And who are these people? There's two stories, like every good Jewish account. They claim to be, some of them claim to be descendants of Carvajal, who was a famous colonizer who came and had Jewish origins and hid around here. In all likelihood, they are local people who belong to a church. There was a Judaizing church called Iglesia de Dios, Church of God or Church of Israelite God, that adopted Judaism. They exist even till this day. Some of them went to Venta Prieta, where they scammed big time the reform movement. That certainly has never talked much about that because it would be an embarrassment, the kind of money and investment they made into this country, only to have people then turn into Orthodox Jews the first opportunity they had. But some of them stuck around, and they are always led by the first family, and the family name is Laureano. And even there have been 4 leaders, and even the current one is a great-grandson of the original one, and they're all from that Laureano family. And they opened this synagogue here, as I said, prior even there being an official organized Jewish community. They have been meeting even from the late 1800s. The interesting thing, however, is that those people, which by the way, it's not used anymore. Now it's just a regular house, and they meet somewhere else. Where do they meet now? The Laureanos people? Well, they meet somewhere. I have been there once. They were influential in convincing the then Mexican government to allow them to allow Mexican Jews, to allow Jews to come to Mexico. And what was his name? Plutarco Elias Calles, streets. And apparently they were influential in that. And it's kind of ironic, evidently, that upon arriving here, first thing the Jews, both European and from Syria, proceeded to say, wow, they are really not Jews. But, ungratefulness is not an uncommon feature here in Mexico. So, other than for the good people of Brit Bracha, they are decent. Other ones, I couldn't say that. But anyway, I thought it was an interesting little note. Here again, you get to see the house. Let's see if I can see. There's a Star of David on top, the Star of David on the windows. Okay, and it's a very poor working class neighborhood. That's it. Rabbi Kugerkorn from Mexico City with the help of these people here. We're here providing me love and support. Okay, bye-bye, shalom.